Welcome to RangerRob Country Living. Good morning, everyone. This is Rob, and welcome to Central Oregon Grown. So today's actually a pretty day, but it looks like it's going to be getting a little colder this week, and which will be a shocker to my sisters coming down from Washington in another week and a half. So yeah, so it's been an interesting week. Hasn't even been a whole week of Trump yet, and you can't keep up on the news. He's just doing so much. So I know a lot of people don't like him personally or whatever, but hey, we needed a tough guy to straighten out a lot of problems. Let him do his job, support him the best you can, and debate him when you feel like you have to. But at least he communicates and tells us what's going on, so that's promising. Now, in the meantime, I've been fighting freezing temperatures, so water's been a bear, but luckily it got warm enough yesterday that thawed out the hoses out to the pigs in the back field, and I was able to fill the reservoirs again, which was thank goodness. And so we got those all filled up. We are getting ready to go out to the piggies. I got to take care of the chickens first, and then the pigs. Another thing that's going on is I may have a buyer for one of my pigs, one of the male breed feeders. So I got 2 feeders this year, and that might be too much for me this summer, just because of inventory is really good. And if you're looking for pork, ours is through a processor in Prineville, which allows us to sell our meat. So anyway, so if you want some pork, we'll work out a deal where you can get some. It's really good stuff. In the meantime, I think I might have a buyer for one of my pigs, so that'll be good for them. But it might be too big a pig for him. I think he wanted a smaller one, so we'll see what happens. But it'd be for the best. It's one less pig to feed, and they'll make sure that we don't have too much inventory this winter. So let's see what else is going on this week. I think chickens have been doing pretty good. They're drying out. I've been I covered up the hoop house a little bit because I was just getting too much water in there, and it was getting really a mud hole back there. So since we covered it up, it's doing really well. And you look at our video and you look at the sky, and you'd think it'd be warm out here, but it's not. It's definitely cool. My water would definitely be frozen. And then probably a good time to review. I like to bring it up only because I know 1 out of every 6 people or so suffer from strokes. So I tried to do a report on my stroke recovery, and it's been going pretty good. Definitely not 100%. I guess some of the frustrations is being getting some of the muscles and stuff like that stronger in my legs, and stooping and bending over is a problem, but probably some of that's also I need to lose weight. But anyway, it's still going pretty good. Don't sleep as much as I used to, so that's kind of promising. And they say some of the things that go on with a stroke, could take over a year to recover, and you could go into several years as you recover. So all we can do is just hope and do our best. And yeah, so I am going to get eggs today. So that's what you saw, a little bucket of eggs. So I guess we should get the Kubota. and head over to the chickens and then the pigs, and we'll see how the animals are doing. Well, I'm out by the chickens now, which the free-ranging ones are coming back here. They're doing really good. It's like, look like I got a chicken here that wants to get in here, but I think it's a freelancer. So anyway, it's confusing, but sometimes some of my chickens get out when I'm feeding them and stuff, and I don't notice it. So it gets kind of confusing, but anyway, these chickens here are layers, and they're doing really good, but they're getting older. I think they're close to 3 years coming up, and so I have ordered new chicks. I ordered 16 new hens, and they won't be here till April 1st. So these guys are going to slowly starting to retire, and then I actually have some people who might be interested in buying them because they're still laying eggs. But because we go through so many eggs, it's getting time to thinking about replacing them. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. The chicks will be here, like I said, in April. We'll show you how we go about that with the brooders, and yeah, that's just how it is with a homestead. And piggy wise, I don't know about Annie yet. She could be pregnant, but we'll have to wait a little longer and see. She shows more signs if she's pregnant or not. And other than that, that's pretty much what's going on with the chickens. Doing really well. Always a battle to try to get water to them. Luckily, the bowl we use inside this hen house is electric, and it warms up so it doesn't freeze. But they drink a lot of water. Anyway, so it's all good. This big rooster here is ready for me to share a little bit of food, which I always give them a little bit out of the feeder here to give to the little chickens out here, so they don't starve. And gosh, that's a dog. That's a good looking rooster. Yeah, he's a pretty tough little guy. Anyway, they're all waiting for a treat. So as long as I keep talking here, I guess they're not getting fed and starting to give me the dirty looks. So let's get them fed. Well, guys, I'm over here by the piggies, getting ready to get their food and distribute it to the pigs. One of the things that started to think about, a lot of people need to think about their homesteads way before it's time. So of course we can't really plant till like June, but when you have a greenhouse, you got to start thinking about that early, which means when you with the greenhouse, the first chore is getting it cleaned up, especially when you have the old plants, tomato plants from last year that you need to take out and stuff. So that's coming up, and starting to think about that. And then I got to kind of decide what are we going to try to work on. So this year I bought a 12-inch rototiller, and which is a lot smaller than the one I have originally, and that's designed to help us rototill the rows of our where our corn was. So we just didn't have anything small enough to rototill those strips of ground that on the sides we have plastic laid down and excuse me, so we just didn't work on it. Plus I had the stroke this year, but this year we may tackle it. So we have the equipment, so when it does start warming up, I think we're gonna start looking at seeing if we can get more of the conventional garden going. better than last year. We got some of it going, so that was good. But it's always hard due to the stroke, and of course I got some dogs that want to come out to the field here, so I got to open the gate for them. But depending on how well I've healed and stuff like that, if I got the energy, I'll definitely try to tackle a few more garden projects this year. So just trying to use as much common sense as possible, but I want to certainly try to get back to some of the things we used to do that I didn't do this year. So yeah, anyway, let me get the food for our pigs all divided up and take it out and get them fed and go from there. Well, I'm still very grateful for having this Kubota. In a minute or so, since the water's frozen, I got to get water to these pigs that are way down here, and that's the young ones. And then my older pigs are right here, which is Annie and Desmond. Anyway, got their food already. This is for Annie and Desmond, 1 scoop apiece. There's 3 scoops of food in here for the little ones, usually 1 scoop apiece. And if you haven't noticed, you'll see that we have corn mixed in with our food in here. So the reason we do that is it helps them generate more heat to stay warm at night. So anyway, so they get corn mixed in with their normal food. And this time of year we give them a Hog 14, and very well, if we start seeing signs that Annie's ready to start having piglets. Let's see here. Of course, she never holds still for me. Hi, baby. Are you pregnant? She's not letting me see her tummy, but I don't know. She might be. Here's Desmond. Hi, Desmond. He's a cute man. He's a big pig though. But I don't know. Sometimes she acts like she's still going in the heat cycles, but I don't know. She's getting a little bit more defined, so it's hard to say. She might be pregnant, but we'll see. But right now, you guys are ready to eat, aren't you? Hi. And they're being very patient. So let me get back over to the Kubota here, and let's get the big pigs fed. Then we'll do the little pigs over there. So yeah, here we go. Alright guys, I got the big pigs fed already. They share the food pretty good, but Desmond definitely hogs the food. But it's time to feed the little pigs, which aren't so little anymore. And we're walking down there right now. And you guys hungry? I would say these pigs probably weigh 100 pounds or better. And I have somebody interested in buying one that didn't want a full-size pig. But I told them about one of ours. I thought, well, I'll let one of these go. One of the black ones. Right here. You guys. And they eat a lot of food, so I wouldn't mind giving one up. So we'll see. You guys ready to eat? What's going on? It's really hard to get food to these guys because they stand right underneath, and it's hard to get food to them. So I gotta shut the camera off and distribute this food. But I'll show you guys how I get water to these little pigs back here. The hoses are frozen, so we have those reservoirs over there. So I dip the water out of those reservoirs in the 5-gallon buckets, and I'll dump 2 5-gallon buckets of water back here for them every day until it thaws out. So anyway, I went ahead and dipped the water. So 2 of my buckets are full of water. I gotta shut the camera off again and carry them over to the piggies. Alright guys, a little later in the day. Got all my chores done. Got really barky dogs lately. But anyway, it's actually Friday here, and see, this weekend we don't have that many things going on. I think we'll probably do like grocery shopping and maybe go out to dinner or something. But yeah, pretty good. It's kind of, I still can't get over what this week has been like. Watching the news and seeing all the things getting done. And like I said, I know a lot of people don't like this Trump stuff or the person, but you gotta admit, it's just really nice to see promises kept and things getting done. And just look at that, and let's all just be thankful. In the meantime, we gotta start getting ready for having a company here and another week, and get the 5th wheel over here all fixed up, and I gotta get more propane. So definitely this time of year, when you get wintertime is here, when this is being used, really can go through the propane. And that's okay though. So yeah, those are some of the big things going on. Another thing I was going to show you, I keep describing how cold it is, and you can't really tell with the videos because in Central Oregon it's always nice looking out, but I thought I'd show you our pond. And I don't know if you can see it at all, but that's ice. And so you definitely tell it's cold out here and plays havoc on our pond. And of course we end up splashing a lot of water around and stuff, and so we tend to lose a little more water. But I can actually still see my fish in there. They go pretty dormant, and but they're doing all right. So yeah, cold. I was going to show you something else before I forget. Is I was telling you that we're going to we have a new rototiller, and the one thing that we're going to do is the first time we developed this growing area, which looks like heck right now, it was quite an amazing thing to see. But we had corn growing back here, and very hard to tell, but there's little strips here of where things were growing, and then strips of plastic or vinyl covering. And so anyway, we never, because of my stroke, wasn't able to work out here, so we just let it go dormant. Well, we want to kind of get it back, so we're going to try to do corn again this year, but these little strips have got to be rototilled, and it will be fun. But I needed a smaller rototiller so we could do it. So anyway, that's what that's all about. Then in the middle section, all those areas are just little holes that we drilled, and we were growing things like pumpkins and stuff like that. And down at the end is our above ground gardens, and we did use those this year, but that was the only thing we could handle with everything that was going on. So hopefully if we have enough energy, then maybe we can get more of that going. So we'll see. But anyways, lots of things going on. Kind of interesting to watch the news, but nothing to panic about. But it is kind of interesting. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna let it go, not let this run too late, and it's cold outside. And I want to thank you for watching. I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to stay with the name Central Oregon Grown, but it kind of makes sense, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, please take the time to like and subscribe and share our videos all over before my dogs start barking. And we appreciate you watching. And I'm cold. And we'll talk to you later, so bye now.
No matter where you go, take Central Oregon with you. Central Oregon Radio, an internet station that goes with you anywhere. Use your cell phone using the Live 365 app, or use your Alexa. Using your Echo device will allow you to play Central Oregon Radio throughout the household. If you like outstanding music and a local flavor, then you'll enjoy Central Oregon Radio.